Okay, so I'm back. It is Katie Scott with Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, and if I bump my camera at all, the wire, it just goes completely off. So I'm back. Okay, so this is the story. I have been working on a project called the Century Scrapbook Project, and in that project, I am going to make one scrapbook page for each year of the 20th century. So these photos are, well, they are photos that I took I took photographs of photographs, and so the quality is less than ideal, but it's all right. It's not great, but it's okay. And so I went over to my mom's, and she was like, "Oh, what are you doing with those photos?" And I said, "Nothing. I just looking at them." And while I was looking at them, I took pictures of them. So like, she would, it's not something she's going to let me take over to my house. So I took pictures of pictures. So the pictures of the pictures aren't like the best quality, but they still show the picture. And so right now I am just kind of organizing them quickly into approximate time zones. So I have a lot of photos of birthdays, and it's kind of like before the divorce, after the divorce, or this is still before the divorce, so I should move that there. This is post-divorce. It's kind of how I organize my childhood. Isn't that crazy? And what's cool is before we moved out of this particular house, I think she took pictures, or one of us did, of the whole house, and so it's kind of cool to have photos of just the house. Like, we do that nowadays with scrapbooking, but I don't think a lot of people did it back then. Okay, I'm gonna make more general piles. So it's like baby, before the divorce, after the divorce, preschool, kind of. Here we go. Okay, and then I have coffee over here, so I'm not going to spill that. So one of the keys to getting your Century Scrapbook project done is organizing your photos. So these are of my mother when she was, say, high school, college age, and this is of my mother when she was a baby. And this is the craziest picture. It's like some kind of limbo contest, and it really looks like my grandpa, which is just so weird because I don't think he would do that. But so maybe that's not him. But there he is. I don't know. It might be. So that's my mom. That's as a baby. These are all pictures of her. I'm just quickly organizing them. For some reason, when I get them back from the developer, they don't always come to me in the order that I sent them, which seems weird, but that's how it's done. I will tell you this. If you get into, oh, there's my grandma. I'm going to put those because those are still about the same time. If you get into that's so funny. She wrote on the back of it, "Windy day, my hair doesn't something look tossed up. Doesn't, I don't know what." But I like to photograph the backs of the photos if there's anything on there. Yeah, so if you forgot what I was saying. Okay, sort of remember. Okay, those are different time period. Check that out. Super old photo. I'm not really sure who it is. Isn't that cool? It's so cool. I don't know who. I need to figure out who this lady is. Photograph the backs of the photos. So I did photograph the back of that photo. So then I know like the photographer and where it was taken. So maybe I can figure out who that was. So I take the backs of them as well. So right now I'm just still quickly organizing. Isn't this fun? There we go. Oh, and some of my photos got totally wrecked. Like, she had them in some kind of humid environment, which made me really sad. So my daughter was trying to help me, like, get them separated, and it was really, they really weren't doing well. So this isn't all that interesting for you, I'm sorry. There's my little sister with her stuff, with my stuff, it looks like. I think that was my stuff. It's all mine. No, it's not all mine. Yeah. So I've got one possibility here, class of 64. So that's kind of a possibility for a year. Sometimes it's just finding a year that's helpful. Oh, I don't have a lot to say. I was like sick all weekend, so I didn't get a lot of scrapbooking done. I feel like I'm off my game. Here's 1963. So there's another possibility. 68. Some of these photos, like some of these square photos, actually have the date on the side of them, which is really cool. And, oops, here's my teen years. You can see in all my glamorous pageant glory. I guess a lot of these did come out in order, so that's cool. Not all of them. Oh, I wish I could fast forward this for you. Sorry. But see, they're still messed up. They're still all wonky. I don't know why. Oops, that's the wrong one. What I might do is stop and then start again. That's possible. But I had a note on my blog of, you know, please don't stop doing this. So here I am. But I'm really, oh, I'm getting these mixed up. I guess what I'm saying is I have not abandoned this project, but I just have been a little bit off my game. Because I was like, I don't know, I was like non-specifically sick. So I'm back. Oh, this one's a really cool old photo. And I know who it is, so that's going over there. There's a current one. Yeah, I'm going to stop tape, but I'll post something. I'm just not feeling very talkative today. So please follow along with the Century Scrapbook Project, and if you're doing a project of your own, I would love to see it. My blog is Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking. Look at me. Back in my 80s. Hair glory. I'm Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking at, I think it's just kissandtellscrapbooking.com. So I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.